In this segment, we're going to look at hampered shots. These are shots where an object, such as a wicket, peg, or a ball, prevent a normal swing. The 7 examples we're going to see are ones where a wicket is hampering the backswing. The common faults we see in these shots are double taps and beveled edge or adjacent edge faults. Sometimes a push will occur, but usually it will occur after a double tap. Each of the first 4 shots will have a profile view of the shot, a ground view of the action, then about 5 seconds of black screen. This to give you a chance to rule. You can certainly pause that. And then finally the slow motion to verify what happened. We mentioned when judging wicket shots that sound may or may not be useful. In these hampered shots, sounds are much more useful, but from time to time they can be deceiving, especially when the mallet hits the wicket in the backswing, creating a noise which might confuse the referee since the action is happening so quickly. Here's shot 1. As the slow motion shows, this was a clean shot. There were 2 distinct sounds, the mallet striking the ball and the ball roqueting the target ball. Having 2 referees on these types of hampered shots can make for more accurate calls. Here are some things that might happen in shots like this. The mallet shaft rests in contact with any part of the wicket, and the arms rest against the legs. These are both faults. The camera view of the action forces the referee to focus on the mallet and striker ball, which may make it hard to see the other things that could happen. Another thing is seeing the aim of the mallet and the direction the ball took. If the striker ball goes in a different direction to the aim of the mallet, that could indicate a beveled edge fault. A second referee standing behind the striker would have the best view of that, in addition to whether a roquet was made. The slow motion clearly shows a double tap. Notice the sound was different than shot 1. There were more than 2 distinct sounds. This would be a good time for you to go back and listen again to shot 1 and then listen again to shot 2 to hear the difference. Here is where sound is your friend. The slow motion shows this is clean. Here is where sound is not your friend. The initial sound sounded more like shot 2, which was a fault, but no roquet was made. Here is where the mallet hit the wicket first and then hit the ball, which made it seem like there might have been a double tap. These are difficult to call accurately in the absence of a slow motion camera. This was a double tap, but a slightly different sound than the double tap on shot 2. Before proceeding to the next series of shots, go back and review these 4 shots. Notice in all 4 examples that you can't see the double tap in the real-time video. You really have to rely on sound and also note if the striker exaggerated the follow-through, which would be dangerous to do in hampered shots like these. The last three shots, which are numbered 1, 2, 3, are also hampered shots, but with an overhead view of the action. This is to show you how a beveled edge or adjacent edge fault might occur. Each shot will consist of a profile view, a behind the shot view. The action will be overhead. We then show the result of the shot from the behind the striker view. Then the black screen for you to rule. You can simply pause on that. And then we finish with the slow motion. Here's shot 1. This shot is a tricky one. The slow motion really looks like a beveled edge fault, but surprisingly, the ball went quite in line to the aim of the mallet. The sound wasn't as crisp as you would hear if the ball was struck in the center of the striking face, which might lead a referee toward a possible bevel in the absence of slow motion replay. I have a feeling most referees would have called this clean due to the similar direction of the ball and the mallet. But a referee could have also called a fault seeing the mallet wasn't square to the striker ball when contact was made. This along with that suspect sound. In the slow motion, it looks like a beveled edge fault occurred, but also, like the first shot, the ball went pretty straight. Here the striker hit the wicket in the backswing, creating an additional sound which might lead referees to believe a double tap occurred, even though one didn't. Again, another tough call if no slow motion replay was available. In this shot, most referees would have called this a beveled edge fault using either the real-time view and certainly the slow motion view. This, along with the direction the ball took when compared to the aim of the mallet, made this a pretty easy beveled edge fault call.